Good day, everyone. We will present and explain a scenario all about Tropopause boundary region. Uh, the scenario that assigned to us is focus on the Tropopause around 3,600 feet. This is where temperature stops decreasing and becomes almost constant. Discuss why jet aircrafts often cruise near this layer, the benefits of the thinner air for fuel efficiency, and potential issues such as a jet stream turbulence.
The tropopause is the boundary between the troposphere and the stratosphere. This layer is vital for aviation because it separates turbulent weather below from calm, stable air above, helping ensure smoother and safe flights. The tropopause is the atmospheric boundary found at around 36,000 feet, the point where the troposphere ends and the stratosphere begins. Jet aircraft often cruise near the tropopause because it offers a stable temperature layer that reduces turbulence and ensures smoother, more comfortable flights. At this altitude, the air is thinner, which means less drag and better fuel efficiency, allowing the airlines to fly farther while saving on cost. Flying near the tropopause also keeps jet above most weather disturbance, providing safer and more efficient travel for passengers.
The tropopause is a great cruising altitude for jets. It has stable temperature that improve fuel efficiency. Flying there avoids turbulent weather below. This makes flight smoother and more efficient. The tropopause marks the top of the weather active layer in the atmosphere. Temperatures stop dropping and stay steady there. Jets benefit because engines perform better in stable condition. Thinner air at this height reduces drag on the aircraft. Less turbulence means a more comfortable ride for passengers. Overall flying at the tropopause saves fuel and improves safety. At high altitude, the air is thinner, which means there are fewer air molecules pushing against the aircraft. This reduces drag of air resistance, making it easier for the plane to move forward with less drag. Jets can fly faster without using more fuel. This helps them save energy and fly more efficiently. Next is optimize engine performance. Jet engines work best in thinner air found at high altitudes. The thinner air helps the engine run more efficiently using less fuel. Because of this, jets can fly longer distances without needing extra fuel. Next is extended range. By cruising at higher altitudes where the air is less dense, jets can achieve an extended range, allowing airlines to operate longer flights with fewer fueling stops, increasing operational efficiency.
Fuel efficiency at altitude. How thinner air benefits aircraft performance. This explains how flying at higher altitudes improves aircraft fuel efficiency. At higher altitudes, the air is thinner, which reduces drag on the aircraft. With less drag, the engines don't need to work as hard to maintain speed, leading to significant fuel savings. Jet engines are designed to perform efficiently in these conditions, allowing planes to travel longer distances using less fuel. This efficiency is crucial for sustainable aviation practices, reducing both operation costs and environmental impact. Jet stream dynamics by managing turbulence in aviation. This discusses the behavior of jet stream and how they affect aircraft flight, especially turbulence and route planning. Jet stream are high-speed air currents that flow near the tropopause, around 30,000 to 40,000 feet. They influence weather patterns and flight conditions. Turbulence challenges. These fast-moving air currents can cause route flight experiences, creating discomfort for passengers and challenges for pilots. Route management. Pilots and air traffic controllers use strategic route planning to either take advantage of or avoid jet streams. Using them can boost speed and save fuel. while avoiding turbulent zone help maintain safety and comfort.
Jet stream challenges. This slide explains the difficulties of pilots that they encounter when flying near the jet stream, especially around the tropopause. It highlights that jet stream can cause strong turbulence, making it challenging for aircraft to maintain smooth and safe flight. Pilots need to plan and adjust for flight path carefully to reduce the effect of turbulence and ensure safety and comfort for everyone on board. And for this slide, it emphasizes that understanding the tropopause is crucial for safe and efficient aviation operations. Knowing its behavior helps pilots and meteorologists manage turbulence and optimize flight performance worldwide.
The first one is pilot, flight performance and handling. At around 36,000 feet, near the tropopause, our aircraft performs very efficiently. The air is thinner here, which means there's less drag on the wings and fuselage, allowing us to fly faster and use less fuel. The engines also operates efficiently at this altitude, giving a good balance between speed and power. However, I must stay alert for turbulence, especially near the jet stream, which can cause sudden bumps or shift in airspeed. Second is meteorologist, weather conditions. At the tropopause, the temperature stops decreasing with altitude and becomes almost constant. This layer separates the troposphere, where most weather occurs, from the stable stratosphere above. Because of this stability, flights near the tropopause usually experience smoother conditions. However, strong jet stream often form near the boundary, which can cause turbulence or rapid changes in wind speed and directions. Next is engineer, aircraft and engine implications. Flying near the tropopause offers optimal engine performance. Jet engines are designed to operate efficiently in thin, cold air, reducing fuel burn and engine wear. The reduced air density also means lower aerodynamic drag. However, thinner air provides less cooling for some components, and exposure to jet stream turbulence can slightly increase structural stress, so systems must be designed to handle this condition safely. And lastly, passenger representative, comfort and experience. At cruising altitude around 3,600 feet, passengers enjoy a smoother and quieter flight because we are above most weather disturbance like thunderstorms and clouds. The stable air provides a calm cabin environment, helping reduce motion discomfort. Occasionally, passengers may feel mild turbulence when we were passing near the jet stream, but this is normal and brief. Overall, it is the most comfortable altitude range for long flights. That's all for our presentation. Thank you for listening.